What's up, the squad? I'm Recklezz.
I'm Chris.
You got Doug and Asal. More Doug and Asal. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe, but make sure y'all also go check out Doug and Asal. Amazing videos, amazing information. Before we get in this video, definitely want to say that make sure y'all check out LifeWithRecklezz 2.0 if y'all enjoy music. Going to be dropping music on that channel. I have a second channel I'm going to be dropping music on, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I don't know. It's definitely something that I feel like has been needed, to react to, more music and sports and comedy and stuff like that on that channel. Because sometimes you want to get away, from, political stuff. Yeah. So, it's that's typically, that's where I came from, starting off with YouTube. But I feel like it'd be pretty cool to, have two channels, going for people that like music and people that like, and if you like both. So, yeah, exactly. Let's get in a video.
There's a lot of swirl about the vice presidency, who Trump's going to pick, and we've been following it step by step every time he says something positive. I think it's strange that he would say something this positive about Byron Donalds and then not pick him. That's my theory on it. And I think this audience of this show, Doug in Exile, Byron Donalds is by far the name that comes up as the most favorite of this audience, and I think Trump knows that the people really like Byron Donalds. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Let's watch this together. You tell me if he's given, did he not give away the whole thing here?
Well, the Veep stakes are on.
Like I said, we've covered all of the
go back to that list so you can
thing here.
Well, the Veep.
So you got some Ben Carson, you got Stefanik, got what was that, Tim Scott. So Byron Donalds, that's what people. I heard a lot of people like.
Stakes are on.
Like I said, we've covered all of these. Fox News is interviewing Byron Donalds now. They're going to bring him on after this Trump event in Detroit this weekend.
Byron Donalds is an incredible guy. Incredible guy. And I noticed he happens to be on the list of potential vice presidents. Would anybody like to see him as a vice president? I noticed your name is very high on the list. That's good. You should be on the list.
He's laughing, but I think Trump is kind of giving it away. I don't think you pump up Byron Donalds at an event in Detroit primarily aimed at black voters only to have him not be your vice president. I think this is Byron Donalds is like Trump's brand.
And you're on that list.
I feel like, honestly, like thinking about it all, I know I'm not a channel that goes into color, race, and, because we all are human. But I do feel like, having Byron Donalds as vice president, I feel like it would be something, because not only do a lot of, black, like you have black people that literally want to vote and liking what Trump is, doing, because first of all, of what he's going through. I just seen, a video of somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a felon too," or "I'm a felon." I've been in the system, so I'm about to vote. So just seeing that, and just seeing how Trump is moving and seeing what he's doing, I feel like that definitely boosts just that trust and I don't know. And Byron Donalds is a good guy, so like having it's just everything into it, And I like I said, I'm not a person that looks at color, but it's just everything, all the variables that put into him being vice president, him Trump is being Trump, and him just having that, I don't know, that trust and having the people behind him to support him, so. Yeah. I feel like it all worked out.
Have you had any conversation with the president about being vice president?
Maybe not. I'm not gonna tell you guys that.
Well played.
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
No, he's gonna keep it to himself, but I'll answer it for you. Yes, he has had that conversation. I don't think that means that he's had the conversation of yes, you're in, but we already know he's had the conversation. We already know that they've been vetting him too, and he's being coy on it.
Look, I think President Trump's going to make a great decision, but obviously it's his decision alone. I'm just going to do my job, campaign for him, work hard for him, because the country needs him back as president. It's that simple. We'll see what happens by the time we get to the convention.
Byron Donalds is the candidate on that VP list, which we've seen with Doug Burgum, Elise Stefanik, J.D. Vance, who's great. But and JD Vance, I think, and Byron Donalds are the top two. I'm just purely guessing and speculating, but Trump has spent the most time with Byron Donalds. That means he's most comfortable with him. And one of the guys that you want to take with you to the White House isn't just someone who will help you win, but you want someone who you want to spend time with, 4 years with.
Have you, are you being vetted? Have they asked you to give them up paperwork and stuff like that?
Oh, you guys don't stop with the questions.
Well, I'm just curious.
Maybe.
How about yes? We already know he was on the list of people. Trump has already said he had a list of people that got leaked about who he's been vetting. So they're vetting Byron Donalds already, and him being a public figure is already very good for him. The ones that have already held office have already had a lot of oppositional research against them by the Democrats. So when they end up running with President Trump, you know, they don't have some really weird skeleton in their closet.
That's your answer,
Byron,
maybe.
what is the plan if he does choose you or Marco Rubio, considering a president and a vice president are not supposed to be from the same state? Would you have to move? Would you have to give up your seat?
And so this is the biggest problem with Trump picking Byron Donalds or Marco Rubio, but it's already been baked into the cake that the vice president candidate would have to give up their seat in office, and they would have to move. Here's Byron Donalds on.
But I feel like that would be kind of lit, though. Like, if I was to get picked for vice president and, like, moving, that wouldn't be a problem. I think it'd be more excitement and, like, just being happy. Yeah. So I feel like that would be challenging, you know, giving up that seat and then you like, oh, yeah, I'm being a candidate, because you got to think, too. We all know the outcome. Like, we have that positivity and know the outcome of Trump being president, but just having that, like, just think about that. Where he's at right now, you got to lose your, you know, you giving up your seat where you at, your job, you know, what you got going on, and then you go and you a candidate, you know, to go into, you know, for it to be president. Better, yeah. It is, but at the same time, you gotta look at the fact that what if he loses?
Yeah, but that's what he really wants.
Yeah,
so,
that's what you really want. You fight for it, yeah, and he doing what he can. So I feel like it'd be pretty cool to do. Yeah, I think it'd definitely be pretty cool. I want to check out more Byron Donalds too. I did see some, you know, familiar names on there. But I definitely want to check out more, you know, of what he got, and I think it'd be a cool decision, honestly.
And I'm just saying, he's so clear on this plan that he's obviously already worked it all out.
We've been down this road before. I think the last time was with Dick Cheney and George W. Bush. And so I think you would have to look at residency and figure out how you manage that. But, you know, it's at that point, the question is, are you going to agree to join the president on the ticket and work hard through the next couple of months to win back the White House? I find that to be a tremendous honor. So when that decision has to be made, I'll make it accordingly and we'll move forward.
I find that to be a tremendous honor. It's as if he already knows and has already worked it out. I think I'm getting ahead of him, and I think I'm probably getting ahead of Trump on this one. But I just wanted to make sure that if Trump does pick Byron Donalds, that we have covered every step of that path. You'll be able to look back, whichever VP picked Trump, the Trump picks, you will have lots of videos to look back on us speculating all along the way. And we'll probably do a mashup of us following their path all the way to the White House. Huge thumbs up from me on Byron Donalds. But what do you think? Who are you picking? There's still some people out there going with long shot nobodies, people who are not going to make it. But I still like listening to the audience. Are you still on board with Byron Donalds?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, you know, is on board with Byron Donalds. I've seen a lot of people on board with Elise Stefanik, just having, you know, even a woman, you know, as vice president. Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot, you know, that could, you know, potentially happen. But judging by the things that I'm seeing right now, Trump, you know, that's the first time that and there's probably more videos out there if I'm talking to others, but this is the first time I've seen him talk highly and speak highly about somebody being vice president.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, so definitely make sure y'all hit that like button for me. If y'all could, let me know y'all thoughts, and, you know, let me know who y'all think should be, you know, the vice president. I feel like this is something that's, you know, exciting for everybody just to see, because usually you'd be like, you know, a person be like, oh yeah, I think this is going to be that vice president. There's so much talk about it, but there's so many people that's behind Trump and standing with Trump that, you know, like, you're really trying to find that right person. And there's so many people, you know, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, watching this reaction. Make sure y'all stay tuned, and please go subscribe to Life with Recklezz 2.0. It's on my home screen. You just scroll down, and it'll be in communities tab when I drop the reaction today. Appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.